this video. It's Katherine. Let me try to adjust my settings. Okay. What are we doing it all for? That's my topic today. What do we do the things that we're doing for? Why do we strive to accomplish certain things, get certain places? Good morning, Nana. Hey, Annadette. I'm doing well, thank you. It's 1 week till Christmas. Do you guys celebrate Christmas? It's your boy Landon is here. I did not watch the football match. Hey, Nicola. Good to see you. Vias, good to have you here. Hi, Derek. I don't really watch sports, to be honest with you. Occasionally when gymnastics is on for like the Olympics or something, I'll watch that because I used to do gymnastics, but typically not watching sports. I never really got into that. I have so many things to do during my downtime, I never really think about doing that. So, oh, hi, Rodrigo. Yes, I did gymnastics for 5 years. Hi, Harrison. Yes, I was actually there the same day that Salish was shooting part of the Dhar Mann feature film. Thank you, Rodrigo. So I did an episode with her dad, Jordan. So, yes, Ayanna Taylor does gymnastics, and I feel like she's much better than I ever got. Well, I feel like she did floor. I never did floor. In the gymnastics I was in, there was 4 different areas you could compete in. There was, hi, NNP, there was floor, vault, bars, and balance beam. And I did vault, which I was very strong at, and I did balance beam, which I don't feel like I was as good at. I also did, I wanted to do floor, but I never got picked to do floor when I was in gymnastics. And I feel like I didn't have the upper body strength to do bars. You know, those people can just whip around on the gymnastics, the parallel bars. I think that's what they're called. So I never really got to try to do that. Ooh, NNP. Well, that sounds scary. Why did that happen? You know, I don't think I've met Jaslyn. Maybe, well, we've never worked together. Hey, Frank. Hi, Blake. Well, Nana, I got up at 4:40 this morning to start getting ready for my day, so I had time to do a little extra. I'm trying out some new makeup tips and techniques. A little more contouring. I contoured my nose and cheeks, so maybe my face is looking...
I have some good news.
You've got good news?
We're going back to Discovery Cube.
You're going back to Discovery Cube?
My dad said it's okay.
Oh, that's where you wanted to go for your birthday.
Yeah.
You're finally going to get to go there today.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm so happy for you.
I still have the house one with the iPad. I still have the helicopter one.
You do?
The helicopter
What
one.
about the wind one?
I don't like the underwater one.
Okay, I don't remember which one that is.
The elevator one when we go underwater.
Uh-huh.
Because it's not fun. You can just walk down there.
Hi, Donald. Eli's not here right now. It's Timmy. It's my big boy. He just turned 15 last Sunday. Was it last Sunday or was it? I don't know. It was sometime last week. It was the 11th. I think that was last Sunday. Anyway, so tonight's a big night for the Dhar Mann people. They're having a hi, Mair. Yeah, Discovery Cube. It's a fun place to play. I told them they have to get out of the house so I can film today.
For Dhar Mann?
Well, the Dhar Mann thing is tonight. Let's see. We got Poker Ladies here. Hi.
It's too bright. Can you turn down?
It's too bright. Derek, I don't know when I'm going to be able to go, if I'm going to be able to go. I've been so swamped and busy. Hi, Brittany. Okay, can you let me do what I'm doing here?
Mom can't turn on that screen.
Okay, what?
No, my favorite is when Discovery killed.
Oh, you just read them to me.
No,
Okay.
no. I'm just saying this.
Yes, you know about the party tonight,
I
NNP.
think you don't remember.
Hi, RFK. You like the helicopter, but you don't like the underwater thing. You like the iPad
I'm talking
thing?
about the elevator one. The underwater elevator one.
Oh, okay.
I don't like it.
No, I haven't been watching the World Cup.
Because you can just walk out though. It's not that fun.
Okay, sweetheart. Can we talk about this later?
To be honest.
You see I'm in the middle of a live stream?
Sorry. Bye, y'all.
Bye, sweetheart. Yeah, so today I'm filming. I'm filming an online course called Acting and Having Fun, and that'll be available sometime next year. I'm filming that with an actor friend of mine who was a well-known actor in India. So we're collaborating on a acting course, and I haven't been able to film for over a month because I was at my parents' house, and then when I got back I was sick for a couple of weeks, and normally I don't like to film on Sundays. It's like family day, but since I canceled on him the last 2 or 3 times, I was like, okay, we'll have to do it on a Sunday because I feel like I'm always filming on the other days of the week. So we're making an exception today, which we sometimes do. All right, Rodrigo, do you remember a video you did with Megan Cochain? You were in a video called Principal Suspends Smart Students. I saw that video. I'm not sure if I remember that one. Is it the one where the smart student was framing? Oh no, it was where a student who liked another student was framing the smart student. Is that the one you're talking about? Sending love to the Dhar Mann fan from Jersey. Thanks, Harrison. So tonight's a big red carpet event screening of the Christmas feature film for some of the fans. I think the place holds 500 people, so I don't know if there's going to be 450 fans there tonight or what, but there's going to be a red carpet event, or in Dar's case, a blue carpet. And E Entertainment, E News is going to be there, interviewing us, filming us. So, should be interesting. Let's see. Poker Lady, I'm a first-time follower. I was wondering if you still do Dhar Mann videos all the time. I feel like I'm shooting one every week. I shot one last week. I'm shooting one next week. I probably shot one the week before that. So I feel like my videos come out once a week. Maybe one video a week out of the 5, 1/5 of them might be ones I'm in. Since they're longer now, I can't be in so many because they span over multiple days of shooting. How's Jovanna and Shaunte? They're good. I've been texting with them a little bit this week. Let's see. Blake says, is there a villain in the film, Katherine? I don't know. I have not seen the Christmas feature film, nor am I in it. I think they had a role for me, but I was busy shooting something else, so I didn't get a chance to be in the Christmas feature film this year. Oh, thank you for the gift, Angela. Very sweet of you. Donald says, I watched your video, What's in My Refrigerator, and it makes me want to eat and buy healthier food. That makes me so happy to hear that. I'm having an impact on people, and that's what it's really about. Not about eating healthy food, but having an impact on people to change and do things for the positive. I don't feel like I don't talk about food a lot. This isn't a food channel, but it's so important because what you put in your body, it not only determines, your health, whether you get diseases or not, it determines your energy levels. Whether you feel tired and slumpy and sluggish, or whether you have the energy to do the things you need to do in life. How many of you guys are just tired all the time and you're throwing back caffeine, 5-hour energy drinks and espresso and all that stuff, which is terrible for your body when you could get the energy you need from eating fruit, And there supposedly has been a study done on apples, and an apple is supposed to be able to wake you up more than a cup of coffee. So when I'm traveling or driving long distances, I will eat apples. I will bring apples with me when I'm traveling and eat apples. I've been doing that a lot. I used to have like a green tea in the afternoons, and now I'm even like, I haven't even been doing that for months. So I'll make like some homemade applesauce. All you do is chop up a couple apples, throw them in your blender or food processor, add some dates for sweetness and a little cinnamon. It is wonderful. Wonderful, wonderful. Okay. So, good video you did with Megan Race on Friday. Is there a video out on Friday that I was in? I don't think I know about. I don't think I saw it. I'll have to go check it out. I'm a little behind on watching. Okay, let's see what we got here. Yes, an apple a day keeps the doctor away. I'd say like at least 5 pieces of fruit a day. I aim for 9 servings of fruits and vegetables a day, like 5 fruit, 4 veggies. But a lot of days I can get up to 15. And when you're eating 15 fruits and vegetables, you don't have room for a lot of the junk. Okay, let me check out your questions. Did you see the Home Alone Dhar Mann version? No, I haven't seen that yet. I do want to see it. Elijah just watched the Grinch one the other day. I didn't get to see that yet either. Good afternoon. Is this, and let me see if I'm saying your name right. Elise Angela? Okay. Let's see, Nicholas says, have you done 3 questions with Kat with Brigitte? No, I have not. Not yet. Dhar Mann said that he has a special announcement today. Ooh, I wonder what that is. I guess we'll find out, huh? Denise says, do you watch any sports? Occasionally I'll watch gymnastics, but it's not like a regular thing. Elena says, okay, that's not a message for me. Okay. Brittany says, speaking of that video, I'm going to have to say I disagree. Impossible Burger tastes better than Beyond. Ugh, Impossible Burgers are disgusting. I think Impossible Burgers taste nasty. They taste too much like real meat, which grosses me out. Also, Beyond has healthier ingredients in it and doesn't have soy in it. So switch your taste buds, Brittany. So out here we have Carl's Jr. serves Beyond Burgers. That's why we go to Carl's Jr. if Timmy's wanting fast food. Burger King serves Impossible Burgers, but as much as I try to eat those, I think they're disgusting. And Burger King does a terrible job of making them. And when I get them at home, I don't even like them. Okay. Nana says, you have had a tremendous amount of influence over revamping my eating. Well, and you said when you went vegan for that period of time, you had a flat belly for the first time ever, you told me, and you had, I think you said you had more energy, less aches and pain. I don't remember everything, but you like sent me a list at one time of all the wonderful things that happened to you after you started like eating vegan. And not a lot of people go junk food vegan. They don't get as many benefits. But if you're going the fruit and vegetable version where you're eating whole plant foods, it really does make a difference. Okay, so let's see. What did I miss? Harrison says, I only drink coffee maybe twice a day. I also avoid soda and drink lemonade. But if lemonade is not an option, I have no other choice. I got some fresh squeezed lemonade I made. You just made me want to take a drink. It still has chunks of lemon in it because I make it myself. All right. Let's see. Yeah, it's a good tip to eat, to have like liquids for breakfast. It's easier on your digestion than have a big solid meal first thing in the morning. It was A Christmas Carol. It was scary. Oh, I did not know that. I watched that one. It made me cry so hard. He had half-heart necklace and was treated badly until his mom came back. Oh, you know how that feels? Is that part of your life story? All right, Derek is asking, when you see celebrities' shoes photographed on the red carpet, what is the purpose behind it all? And would you be uncomfortable having your shoes photographed on the red carpet? Sometimes that happens because, you know, celebrities are wearing some fancy name brand shoes. They're wearing some like $1,000 or $2,000 pair of shoes, and sometimes it's been loaned to them by the shoemaker. So certain celebrities like Kim Kardashian gets paid thousands of dollars to show up at a party wearing a dress by some famous designer and get pictures taken in it. Because they know if she does that, then people will go out and buy that dress or buy stuff from that designer. So sometimes it has to do with brand deals. Speaking of how early I got up today, I actually painted my fingernails. I have not painted my fingernails, honestly, in years. I woke up at 3:15. I'm like, okay, I'm awake. And then I was like, okay, force yourself to go back to sleep. Force yourself to go back to sleep. And then like I ended up getting up at 4:40. So I was like, oh, I haven't had time to paint my fingernails in years. And so I'm gonna do that. I was like, I'm gonna do that for the red carpet. Not that anyone will notice, but I thought I'd show you. And so I had time to do my makeup, my nails, all kinds of stuff. Made a fruit salad, cleaned my office, did a bunch of stuff this morning. Had my quiet time. Yeah, Derek, so I think that's the reason they have to have photos taken in the shoes so that they can, some of these companies get credit. All right, so the teens, let's be in the past and focus on Catherine's message. Will Dhar Mann still do videos in 2023? I don't see why not. He's also going to do some more cool things, which maybe that'll be part of the announcement. I don't think I should say. I'll let him announce it. Have you done 3 Qs with Mair yet? I don't think I have. I need to do that. I worked with her the other day, but it was only for 10 minutes. I was supposed to be at a shoot at 3 p.m. to work with Mair, and I didn't get to that shoot till like 4:30 because I was busy on another shoot. So it was basically, I just had to like on the spot memorize this one line, and then I had a chunk, like a paragraph I had to say talking to the camera. So Tyler was kind enough, since I just got there and just got the script, to put it on the teleprompter so I could just read it. So that has to do with a special announcement that's coming up. I don't know when they're going to release that special announcement. Okay. Do you have a favorite Christmas song? So many. There's so many. I honestly can't even name one. So many. Let's see. Let's check out your questions. It's amazing, Kat, and I'm headed back that way. Okay, that's Nana talking about eating more plants. That's what we're designed to eat, right? Read the book of Genesis. God says, I've given you the fruits of the tree, that fruit that bears seed. To you that shall be for meat. And the green leaves, that shall be for medicine. So we're eating our veggies kind of for medicine. We're eating the fruit for our like main sustenance and energy. Thank you for the gift, Nicola. Donald, how do you feel about sugar substitutes? I think sugar substitutes are a bad idea. I think they're a bad idea. A lot of them are fake. A lot of them are made out of things that are not good for you. Your body's craving sugar for a reason. It wants carbohydrates. That's what our body runs on. Our body runs on glucose. So I think it's a bad idea when people start using sugar substitutes. It tricks the body too. It makes you, it kind of fools your brain. It makes you kind of think that you've eaten it, but then you haven't, and then you want more. A lot of it is harmful substances. Now I know they're making more natural ones like monk fruit. Like I have a sweetener made out of monk fruit and stuff out of stevia. But those are from plants. They're going to be slightly better. Now there are some sweeteners that are better than sugar as well. Honey is better. Maple syrup, you get 100% maple syrup. Not these fake syrups that come in these bottles that have like 20 other ingredients. The only ingredient should be maple syrup. So you've got honey, you've got maple syrup, you've got date. Like I sweeten things with dates. Like when I make dressings, instead of adding sugar, a lot of times when I make oatmeal cookies and things, I'm sweetening them with dates or some kind of fruit. But I think a lot of the fake sugars are not good for our body, and they're harmful. Okay, so let's see. Hi, sweetheart. Okay, Kat, LOL. I'll just shoot for veggie burgers, Brittany said.
Hair.
Good hair on your guy? Okay. Oh, I think I fixed it. There's your guy. Let's see. Brittany, how did you meet Katherine? Brittany, how are you? We got a lot of messages to Brittany today. Hey, Jacqueline, nice to see you. Do people ever mispronounce your name? And if so, what have they called you? Joy, you know, I do not like when people call me Kathy. I don't mind Katherine, Kat, Katie Liz, Katie, but I cannot stand when people call me Kathy. So that's the only time of day I suppose they mispronounce it. Poker Lady says, I was in 25 different foster homes from 6 years old, treated differently by the parents. I was only money to them. I have my only children. I love them dearly. I'm so sorry to hear you went through that. No wonder you really resonated with that message. I have a friend that went through very traumatic times in foster care. Oh, current jam. I was born with 2 different colored eyes. Hi, Mona. Good to see you. You like the and it likes the painting in the background. That's when my brother painted. He's painted a lot of things. Derek says, do you do any exercises for your feet to prepare for? No, I've never even heard of feet exercises. I guess there's certain stretches you can do. I feel like the heels hurt your feet, but as far as working the muscles, it's really your calves. So I think stretching out your calves is important. Joy, Katherine, do my jokes make you laugh? I think sometimes they do. Now, a long time ago, you played a cancer patient with Elizabeth Lamboy and Chaz. Yeah, that was a good video. That video was actually my idea. That was the one and only time that Dhar listened to one of my ideas for a video. One and only time, and that was like 4 years ago, right? Nicola, I think you're right. I think Kathy is the name of the son. Okay, so what are we talking about today? So what did I name today's video? What are we doing all this for? What are we doing everything for? Do you have any idea? Like, what do you get up and do things for? Is it because you have to? Is it because you think it's going to make you feel a certain way? What are we doing everything for? So I'm reading this book right now called Flow. And it's really good. I'm only like in chapter 1. Maybe I'm in chapter 2. I don't know. But it's really good. And I'm gonna do I'm probably gonna do a full video on it because I think it would be very helpful for you guys. I think you would get a lot out of it. Did you guys watch the video I did about healing trauma? That was based on a book. It's the first ever time I did kind of like a book review, but it's more like where I talked about everything in the book and how it can help you and what it's all about. I'm going to do that with this book, Flow. So what do we do everything for? What do we do everything for in life? Well, so what do you feel like, do you guys know what is the most important thing that we are striving for in society, in humanity? Put in the chat. What do you think we're doing everything for? What is the purpose of doing what you do each day? What do you think the number one thing is that humans are striving for, that we're trying to get? I had a conversation this week with one of my clients on this topic. What are we doing everything for? Okay, I don't see you guys answering, so I'm just going to tell you. Hundreds of years ago, there was this philosopher called Aristotle. How many of you have heard of Aristotle? Via says success and happiness. You're right. It's happiness. Nicholas says to impress people, intrinsic motivation. But why do we want to impress people? What do we do everything for? So Aristotle, this philosopher who lived hundreds of years ago, he concluded that the number one thing that all people are striving for, all walks of life, every type of person from all over the world, is happiness. So even when you say, I do these things to impress people, why do you want to impress people? Because that will make you feel important. Why do you want to feel important? Because that will make me happy. You can pretty much put it behind any motivation that you do. Why does a guy want to have a cool, fast car? Because he thinks he'll look cool and it'll impress the ladies, and if he gets the ladies and the cool car, then he'll be happy. Why do we want love? Why do we strive for love? Why do we want to get married? Why do we want to court this person? Because we feel like if we do, that will make us happy. Happiness is the number one thing that people are striving for. You could even plug this into like rich, greedy, or powerful CEOs. Now, don't get confused. Not everybody who's rich is greedy, but people who are like striving, like power hungry, money hungry, what are they doing that for? Because they think it will make them happy. Why do we want a bigger house? Why do we want anything that we want? You can pretty much plug into happiness. If you want bigger muscles, if you want to be thinner, why do you want to be thinner? Because you're not happy with how you look. So everything has to do with happiness. But here's the thing. Here's the thing that most people realize. At any moment, on any given day, at any time, no matter what is happening around you, no matter what you drive, no matter where you live, no matter what you look like, you can choose to be happy right now, right here. And that is a more highly evolved state of mind and consciousness than where most people are at. Most people are thinking that they have to get these things, do these things, be this success, be this famous person to be happy. However, haven't we noticed that there's a lot of, like if you go to third world countries to do missionary work, they might not even have clothes to wear, clean water to drink. They're living on a dirt floor with barely a covering of a roof, holes in the one outfit that they have, and they're happy. They're smiling, they're running. Their toys might only be sticks, and they're happy. And haven't we also seen people who have it all, the fame, the wealth, the money, jumping off buildings, killing themselves, right? Earlier this year, was it Miss America or Miss Universe? Jumped off a building and killed herself. Famous celebrity just this week. Gorgeous wife, gorgeous family, millionaire, big house, fame, shot himself. So it doesn't have anything to do with the levels of success you achieve, the goals you achieve. It has to do with your mindset and what you decide. You can decide, if I do all these things, it will make me happy, but then you get these things and it doesn't come. You know, I've said this quote before by Jim Carrey. Jim Carrey says, I hope that everyone could be rich and famous and get everything they want so that they could see that that is not the answer. So spending your life and your days and your power striving to do all these things, get all these things, be all these things, have all these things, look this certain way, isn't going to make you happy. You've got to work on your inside. Happiness, and you guys who've gone through my You Are Worthy course know that's a big part of what I talk about. Whether it's worthiness or happiness, it's an inside job. It's not an outside job. Fixing up your outside isn't going to make you feel worthy. It also isn't going to make you feel happy. I've got friends who look like supermodels, who look like they could be on the cover of a swimsuit magazine, and they hate themselves. They hate their life. They're always complaining. And some people would be like, I would trade places with them any day, but they're not happy. So the only way we can directly control our happiness is we have to really enjoy the journey. We have to, moment by moment, enjoy everything we're doing. And sometimes overcoming obstacles to your dreams are what helps you be fulfilled. Hey, Aslan. So I want to hear from you. What is this speaking to you? What is this resonating with you? Did this hit you somewhere where you feel like maybe that's you? Like maybe you have to do some introspection. Maybe you have to change the way you look at things. I'm gonna look through your comments now. Via says, when you face setbacks, do not give up. Instead, use those failures as leverage to do even better the next time. And not only that, can you find joy in the failures? What can you get out of it? A failure is showing you not that you failed, but that you did something that didn't work. And you need to disconnect the failure from who you are as a person. Just because you failed at something doesn't make you a failure. Just means you tried something that didn't work. Now you have more ammo and you have a history of what works and what doesn't, so you can try something different next time. Poker Lady saying, the maple syrup tastes amazing when it's fresh from the tree. I would love to try that sometime. Brittany says, Santa, we're just going to leave the past alone and put it in the past. That's a great idea. Stop dragging that with you into your future. Every day is a new day. Every moment is a new moment, and you get to decide your level of happiness. You get to decide what brings you down. Let's see. Let's see. So Donald says success. Poker says, I have diabetes. I don't really have a choice on how I eat. No salt, no sugars. Ate a lot of greens and fruits and vegetables. And water, like it's going out of style. That's great. Nana says, Dolly Parton said her motivation every day is to do something to uplift humanity and one thing to bring God glory. That's awesome. And you can tie that back to happiness. How many of you know when you do something good for humanity, it makes you feel good? When you obey God, it makes you feel good. When you disobey God, you feel lousy. So you could even tie that back to our happiness. Nicholas says, be grateful for what you have. Absolutely. And there's some people that are afraid to be content or grateful with what they have because they think, well, that means I don't want more. That means I'm not striving for more. And that's not true. You can be content where you're at with what you have, the clothes you have, the car you have, the house you have, the body you have. Being content with that leaves you open. It leaves you in a good space, and it leaves you open for more and better to come. Hating what you have, hating your body, hating where you're at, closes you off to even being able to get something different or change. Because why? Because it's like you have one foot on the brake and one foot on the gas. You can never really get anywhere. I want this thing, I want this thing, I want this thing. No, you can't have it. You're not worth it. You're miserable. You don't look good. You're ugly. You can never have it both ways. So you have to love and cherish and embrace where you're at, embrace who you're at, and that's the only way you can release the baggage. Release it is to be happy and content with where you're at. Let's see.
Oh my God!
Bumblebee, I don't know what language you're speaking, so I cannot answer your question. Nicholas says the one where Aiden didn't want to spend time with Grandpa made me cry. Yeah, I love that one. Yes, Timmy?
Thank you.
You're welcome, sweetheart. I was thinking of you. Donald said, if you're not happy, you'll never be happy. Once you achieve what it is you want. Yeah, you have to be happy where you're at now, because getting all the things and stuff, that is not going to determine your happiness. Hey, Jarrell. Hinglish. I guess that's the language she was speaking. Good point, Allie. Allie says, I'm at my happiness when I focus on gratitude. If you're not grateful for all the stuff that you have right now, what makes you think God's going to bring you more? Right? Nana says, this reminds me of what Paul said. I know how to be happy or content in all circumstances, having a lot or having nothing. The secret is I can do all things through Christ who strengthens me. I was totally thinking of that Paul quote too. Let's see, FNAF's World. Hi. Derek says, would I get to do some behind the scenes photography on set either of your short films or online courses. I don't really need it for online courses, and I don't have any short films planned anytime soon. Okay, so questions for me. I am going to go more in depth on this topic and do a video on it after I've read the book, but I'm carefully reading it and taking notes so I can share my insights with you and how that relates to you. Oh, Nicholas says, I loved your Karen video where you shamed Ricky during Christmas. That was one of my favorites too. I think I have that on my 8 favorite Dhar Mann videos I've been in. I think that's on that list. Katherine says, your video on how to set boundaries and stop people pleasing was very good. It helped me a lot. Aw, thank you so much. I really appreciate that. It's nice to get good feedback, because then I know I should keep going on that path and keep, going that direction, as long as I know it's helping you. Like when I don't, sometimes I'm like, I got a lot of other things to do than make these videos, right? So I want to be a blessing. I want to make a difference. And you see, that made me happy. So that's the motivation, right? You telling me that the videos are making a difference makes me happy. Again, back to, and that's why, sometimes I talk to some of you guys and I tell you, you've got to make priority doing the things that make you happy. When you're doing things that make you happy, then you're in the right, for lack of a better word, vibrational flow. That attitude of gratitude puts you in a better headspace to receive more. 3 more months of cold weather. Some people will never see a Christmas winter. It's so beautiful. The snow twinkling under the lights. The full moon is beautiful. It's beautiful if you stay inside. Yeah, by the fire, drinking hot chocolate. Those of us who came from the cold and moved somewhere warm, we might disagree. I think the cold is miserable. Is it Timmy Titus? Hi, are you a Dhar Mann actor? Yes, I am. Hi, CJ Eats. Did you just get here? We've got Moses Powell joining us. Nicholas says, there should be a video of you and Rebecca playing Karens together. I did I suggest one to Dhar? I feel like I suggested one to Dhar, but I don't think he's written it yet or is doing it. But there is, oh, Tony says, oh, okay. Sorry, I'm getting texts coming through for the people that are about to come to my house to shoot. So I do have to cut it short. A few minutes early today. So I'm going to go on here for about 8 more minutes. Then I have to go pick up food for the cruise breakfast. And I got a lot of stuff to do today. Let's see. Your videos are a blessing, totally. Thank you, Brittany. Any tips for helping suicidal thoughts go away? So many. Where are they coming from? First of all, decipher that. Because whenever there's thoughts that are coming to us that are thoughts that are evil and not good, they're coming from the devil. He wants you to focus on everything that's going wrong in your life right now and not focus on anything that's going right. He wants you to let the bad overshadow all of the good. So like someone said, focusing on gratitude is a huge one. When you start to have those thoughts, you have to realize those are not true thoughts. And when you're going through bad stuff, everything is subject to change. Nothing has to be the way it is. If you're going through a bad time right now, guess what? Bad times will not last. And the devil wants you to do a permanent solution to a temporary problem, right? Suicide is a permanent solution to a temporary problem. The problems that you're going through are going to go away. They're not going to last. And you have to pull back and realize, okay, these thoughts are not the truth. Thoughts come and go. Bad thoughts come and go, good thoughts come and go. But whichever one you focus on and dwell on, that's going to become more powerful. That's going to overtake everything, right? So you have to make it a point, like get out a sheet of paper, write down what you're grateful for, write down all the things you love, write down all the things that are going good in your life, Write down all the things that you're happy about and do it every day. I think it's Oprah that says every day she writes down 3 things she's grateful for. Do that when you get up. Do it before you go to bed. You have to be in charge of taking control over your thought life. Now, if it's something that you feel like you have a deep emotional or mental thing that you don't feel like you can totally get control over your thoughts to have power over them, then maybe you want to speak to a therapist. Maybe you want to go to a prayer meeting. Maybe you want to speak with your pastor. Maybe you want to get on some kind of medication to help your mind get into the right place until you are able to control your thoughts on your own. I feel like that is the number one thing we need to master in life, is getting control over our thoughts and reining them in, not letting the negative thoughts overtake us, not letting the thoughts of anger or the things that were making us upset, not dwelling on the things that want to harm us, but looking for the good in everyone. Like, even if someone does you wrong, sometimes even trying to see from their point of view why they did what they did is going to help lessen the anger. You know, it's going to get you, you know, sometimes our kid will spill something on the floor and you'll be mad for a second, like, well, you made a mess. But when you realize they didn't do it on purpose, you know, it was an accident. You know, sometimes the things that we get mad about, we just need to take some deep breaths and really think about it. Even if someone cuts you off in traffic, they might not have seen you. You know, sometimes people do stuff that bugs us or inconveniences us or makes us mad, but it may not have even been on purpose. So really starting to go and give other people the benefit of the doubt, and giving yourself the benefit of the doubt, right? When you do stuff that messes you up, when you are mad at yourself for not being good enough, not being this, not getting a better grade on your test, doing whatever. Nana says, I often forget that I have the mind of Christ. Yeah, I think I talk about that in lesson 12 of my online course. We've got to renew our mind. We've got to put good stuff in. Our mind is not necessarily any different than a computer. How you program a computer and what you put into a computer, which I talk about in the lesson 11 of my online course, You Are Worthy. What you put in is what's going to come out, right? The book of James in the Bible talks about guarding your tongue, guarding your mouth, not letting junk spew out of your mouth. But we learn in the Old Testament where that junk comes from. It says, out of the abundance of the heart, the mouth speaks. So we know what's in your heart by what comes out of your mouth. So we have to do some cleansing and purifying of our heart. We have to get with God. We have to pray. We have to repent. And we need to listen to the scriptures constantly to renew our mind, because we're like the world, the TV, social media, people around us are putting trash in our ears. And if all we're doing is listening to trash, why you're not good enough, smart enough, rich enough, you're not worthy enough, you're not this, why aren't you more like your brother? Why can't you be a success like your sister? Why can't you be? And we're doing all this comparison. We're never going to be happy. We're never going to be content. I wrote a little meme on that, I think I put on my Instagram page, about comparison. When we compare, we're not content, no matter what we've got. When seeing through an envy lens, it's always what we've not. We see what we don't have and they have. And I mean, I was telling someone this week, I got jealous of someone this week. Brittany says, I just bought a new essential oil yesterday called Chill Pill. I should probably douse myself in it today. Self-care. Exactly. And really, we have to take that time apart to do self-care. We can't just keep going. I'm guilty of that. I'm guilty of scheduling myself to do 200 things in a day. That's exaggerating, of course. But I'll schedule 20 things in a day, and then I will stress myself out, because realistically, most people can only get 6 things done in a day. And so you've got to do what's most important. All right? So, guys, I will not be joining you next week because next Sunday is Christmas Day here in America. I don't know if you guys celebrate that. I probably will join you the following week on New Year's. Pretty sure I'm going to do that. But I got to bounce and get ready for my shoot now. So take care. Have a lovely week. Bye.